This boy Donnie is just a straight up gangster. Shall we begin? Are you really ready for this conversation? And if Venezuela wasn't enough, Donnie just doubled down and went after Cuba. And I want to read you this quote that he put out, this tweet, and I quote: Cuba lived for many years on large amounts of oil and money from Venezuela. In return, Cuba provided security service for the last two Venezuelan dictators, but not anymore. Most of those Cubans are dead from last week's USA attack, and Venezuela doesn't need protection anymore from the thugs and extortionists who held them hostage for so many years. Venezuela now has the United States of America, the most powerful military in the world by far, to protect them, and protect them we will. There will be no more oil or money going to Cuba. Zero. I strongly suggest they make a deal before it's too late. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Straight up gangster. And again, I'm talking about this because you and I have to pay attention to how the chess moves are being played on the board. So they go into Venezuela, and now they're going to be controlling the oil out of this country. And that's what I want us to talk about, because what does that look like for the financial markets? Because if the US is now going to be in control of the oil distribution that takes place in Venezuela, that whole region now becomes a very potent energy sector. And I guess the refineries in the US could use the oil that Venezuela has, so it moves that oil closer to US shores. And when the US has that pipeline of oil that they're controlling, well, then it affects the landscape of the economics that are taking place here on US soil. So everything comes down, not just at the pump, but food, packages, products, things that you and I use every day. We get a relief if this is the direction that they're moving in. And if prices comes down on everything, if the Federal Reserve is still going to be a part of what's going on financially, we don't have to worry about them doing anything with the rates, okay? We can literally take them out the picture. And again, I have to put this out here. All of this is theory, but if they stay on this timeline, this is what we could probably look to expect. But see, this is where the big impact comes with you and me, because if the money is flowing in the economy, prices come down, inflation is under control, our assets, okay, the assets that we're having and we hold for this new financial system that is being put in place, those assets start to rise in price. And the energy comes down also. Some of the networks that we're part of, it costs them a little less to run those networks because it does take energy with some of the cryptocurrency projects that we are in. And by cutting off Cuba, or forcing them to come play ball and sit at the big baller table to make a deal, is now money trickling back into the US indirectly. And depending on where they put that money, it helps everything. It helps the overall financial ecosystem. But I would hope, if this plan plays out, I hope they would look out for the country of Venezuela. I hope they would look out for the natives of that country, and they benefit in a certain way. However, and again, all of this is speculation, if things continue to go in this direction, this could speak volumes for the cryptocurrency market. But I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. Do you feel this is the plan, or do you feel I'm way off? We're just talking, we're just speculating, but we have to do more of this so that we understand the landscape of the game and the different simulation routes that this entire thing can go. No one knows until it's done, ultimately. But I had a huge feeling that this thing was all about oil and controlling and keeping the paws of China and Russia off of this country that is sitting on a lot of oil reserve. Love and respect, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video.